What is up, Householder Racing? We are here at the garage, so we want to start this video with a big happy birthday to Nathan Boyer. Not sure exactly how old he's turning, but he was here at the garage a while ago. He is a huge fan of racing. You don't see that very often in young fans anymore, so we want to say a huge happy birthday to him. And you can come party with us anytime at the garage. We're here all the time, mostly. But big happy birthday to him. We gave him a piece of the car the last time he was here. He got a t-shirt, gave him some stickers. So happy to have him as a fan, towards Householder Racing. So wanted to give him a shout out. And we're going to dedicate this video to you. Might not be the best outcome of the video, but nonetheless, this is the first video we've dedicated to somebody, so happy birthday to you, and we'll see you at the track sometime. All right, what is up, Householder Racing YouTube? I'm gonna try to get this intro in before they start again, which is probably gonna get loud, but we're here at Valley Speedway Park. It is Saturday, I don't even know, Saturday the 10th or something like that. Like I said, welcome back. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, so we need your help for us to get monetized. There's the noise, so apologize, but we need to get to 1,000 subscribers, so we need your help. Watch the video the whole way through, leave it play, eat dinner while you're doing it, but we need watch hours too, so the more you guys watch and the more you share it, the better off we're going to be. So here at Path Valley with the modified, ran practice. It was really greasy, couldn't tell what it was doing. Ran the heat race. Now once again, mind you, this is the first time on the track since we've had it at Spalding Performance. Car was a complete 360 tonight in the heat race. Went from 6th to 3rd. Need to make some minor, well, I don't want to say minor, but make some adjustments. Once again, gonna take us a little bit, completely different driving style, more finesse, I guess I should call it, than anything. So we're gonna work on that and see where we start in the feature, and we'll go from there. So track is really tacky. It's overcast, so a little bit of drizzling rain, so it's gonna stay really fast tonight, but made really good improvement in the heat race there, so almost had second, just couldn't get it done. So see what we can do in the feature and see what it does. Stay tuned. All right, everybody. So there you saw in the video a absolute debacle, I guess you could call it. So we're gonna recap everything. This is gonna be sort of lengthy to an extent, but I want to explain everything. So first off, we're gonna be doing all of our updates and recaps in our YouTube videos now, so that we can explain better. Don't have to type as much on Facebook. We can keep our Facebook down to important stuff, not just updates of us and what we're doing all the time, as of like in detail stuff. We'll still post like where we finish, how we did, stuff like that. So we want to get people to watch this stuff and also be able to tell you firsthand and from who what's going on. So we went to Path Valley. Practice was obviously, like I said, you guys heard it. It was greasy. Heat went from 6th to 3rd. Car was fast. Brandon was hitting his marks. He actually hit the right rear quarter panel 2 times off the backstretch wall, barely tapping it. So he was hitting his marks for sure. Came down to the feature, started 5th. We went into turn 1, as you saw there in the video. Brandon was on the bottom, sort of just slow rolling it. I told him going in the first corner, especially Path Valley, just, take your time. Honestly, Path Valley is one of the places I'd rather be on the outside to start because you have room to move up most of the time. But when you're on the inside at a short track like that, you're pretty well stuck. So went into the first turn. You saw their car slid up in front of somebody else, and, that was history. So we went in. Brandon obviously checked up, slammed on the brakes. Luckily, he got sideways enough. He hit his right side door instead of the right front tire, so that's a good thing. But ended up getting hit in the left rear in the process. Got a left rear flat, pulled off. I ran clear from one end of the track to the other to get it changed with 2 other crew guys that were already up that way. So we got it changed, got back out there. Of course, had to tag the rear of the field because we stopped on the track and had to change the tire, even though it wasn't our fault. But that's racing. I get that part. So we were already frustrated at this point because we knew we had at least a top 5 car probably, for sure. So we were pretty irritated at that point. That's been our luck this year so far, has been that kind of stuff. But anyways, that's racing. So went back out, as you saw in the video. Rubbing. We were definitely rubbing. We weren't, I think there was 1, maybe 2 cars we made contact with on the way up through, but it wasn't intentional. Just, short track, bull ring stuff. You gotta, those laps, especially on short tracks, 20 laps or whatever it was, 25, they count fast. So you got to really buy your time and, get through the field. That's exactly what Brandon was doing. He's making his way through. Sometimes you got to put your nose in there and just hammer down. Ended up, a couple cautions come out. We had a really long caution, probably 15 laps. Anyways, got through 2 cars, and ended up going through the middle of them. And on the back stretch, the caution came out, went through 3 and 4, coming out of 4. You could see that the flagman had the yellow flag out. The lights are on. I don't have a race receiver, but I know they always call when the cautions come out. And Brandon got smashed on the left rear tire. I will capitalize on that a little bit. I will start by saying, from a driver's point of view, he can't see who's behind him. So he didn't know who it was at the time. Doesn't know why it happened. Just knew that he was hit under caution. And that's the worst thing you can do in racing. One of the worst things you can do in racing. So he was not happy. None of us were happy. On top of that, from my point of view and from everybody else's point of view in the crew, knew who it was. We know that we haven't had issues before. I'm not going to say names, numbers, anything like that. That's not what we're here for. We're not to call people out. We're not to make people look bad. That's not what we're doing. We're just saying exactly what happened. That's all it is. Really, it's water under the bridge at this point. It is what it is. It sucks. But anyways, to us, it looked like it was sort of intentional. But once again, we're not out there racing. and we're not going to say it was intentional. It just, at the time, looked like that is what happened. It just looked like he never lifted and hit us. That's all it looked like. I went straight over to the trailer. You know, Brandon was obviously out of the car, was highly upset. We don't fight. That's not how we are. You know, we'll tell you how it is. You know, we'll have a conversation with you, whatever. You know, we're not there to fight. That's not the purpose. Being that the race was still going on, you know, that was a second incident. I went to the track owner and official and said, hey, you know, this is the deal. I don't know what happened. I don't know why that happened the way it did. So, you know, you guys make your own decision on it, but, you know, we have at least $600 in damaged parts, which we ruined 2 wheels, 2 tires. 2 tires is $400. 2 wheels is probably $200. So right there is $800 actually, plus sheet metal damage. So you're probably pushing $1,000 in damage for something that was not even remotely close to our fault. I guess you could call the first one a racing incident, but the second one was definitely not. We had nothing. We couldn't have done anything different there. So, you know, we notified the track owner, track officials. It was in their hands what they wanted to do. We just wanted to make them aware, hey, you know, technically, most races, hitting anybody under a caution of any type of sort, or even, you know, rubbing up beside them, will get you disqualified. And that's not what we want. That's not what we wanted. We didn't care what happened. We just wanted to say, hey, this is what happened, and we want to make you aware of that. I will say, after, you know, things got calmed down for the most part, you know, the person who did it came over, and like I said, we've helped them before. We haven't had issues with them. We've gave them advice. That's how we are. That's, you know, that's the type of people we are. We're not there to argue and fight with people. Came up, apologized, said, you know, hey, you know, it wasn't intentional. You know, I never drove you like that. We get that. Really, the people say, you know, I've never drove you like that before. It really doesn't matter, because it's now. It's what happened now. So, once again, he did apologize. He said he was sorry. You know, we said, hey, it is what it is. It just sucks it went down that way. You know, it shouldn't have happened, but, you know, it is what it is. So we left it at that. Like you said, at this point, it's pretty much water under the bridge. There's not much you can do about it. It is what it is. So, we moved on, we packed up, we left. So it just, it sucks. So, like I said, we have some damaged stuff, but we did look over the car. I'll show you guys that here in a minute. We looked over the car. It looks like everything part-wise is okay. We're going to have to measure and double-check everything. But it looks like the car's okay. A lot of body damage, but we do have that all straightened out, and you'll see pictures of that in the video and stuff like that. So, it was not a very good night. That's how our luck's been this year. Just one of those things. You know, it's pretty ironic we get from the modified to the late model, and we break in the late model or wreck in the modified, vice versa. Every time we have a good car, something happens. It just seems to be that way. So it was not like this last year. You know, you have your good years and your bad years in racing, and this is definitely not a good one for us. So hopefully, you know, get these last couple races in and they're good. Hopefully, you know, when we go to Bedford for the Troutman Memorial Race, we're just hoping to make the main event for the big show. If not, we'll obviously make the non-qualifiers race, but we want to make the big show. That's our goal, at least one of the nights. Since we got this thing working a little better, and then we got some late model shows we're going to do here towards the end of the year also, so hopefully we can capitalize on that too. So really, we're hoping to get a win in one of them this year, but you know, we're going to put that on our bucket list for next year to get hopefully multiple wins. So that's how we're going to end this video. We'll give you a look here real quick at the modified. We do have t-shirts, sweatshirts, hats. This is a 60 hat, but the other ones all say Household Racing on them with our logo. We have Flex Fit and Snapback. Stickers. I think that's it. So we do have a lot of stuff for sale. I think we're out of 2X and 3X in sweatshirts, but we have everything else that I know of. So if you would like to buy something, you can message us, stop by the garage, we'll give you the address. We're hoping we have to contact the track. I've already talked to Lori Troutman. She said it was fine, but we got to contact the track to make sure we can sell apparel at the Troutman Memorial Race, but hopefully we can sell stuff up there. If not, you know, if you want to buy something, we'll gladly have it in the pits with us that you can come down, or we can meet you and give it to you if we can't set up a stand. So, but like I said, you can always stop by the garage. So I don't want to make this video too long, but that is exactly what happened. Like I said, we're not trying to start drama. We're not trying to do any of that. That's not what we do in these videos. They're updates on how we do, what happened, you know, plain and simple. Everybody saw what happened. Just, that's all there is to it. So, yeah, so we'll show you the car here. So here it is. Yes, it's all covered. But, here she is. She's all tore apart. Got part of the nose missing there. We actually took that off because mud was all clumped up tearing it off. You know, got the side panels off. This is all normally obviously covered, but side panels are off. Got sail panels off. So yeah, it's in a rough shape right now. Over here's some wheels and tires all banged up. Got a huge blown hole in that one there. So here's the t-shirts and stuff. So yeah, there she is. There's the old late model over there waiting to be fixed. So yeah, that's really it at this point. Oh, and on top of that, our generators all quit working that we had. So we have 3 and none of them work. So we'll be doing some generator work this week. I don't think we're going racing anywhere as of right now this weekend. Might try to get Brandon to go to Roaring Knob. We'll see. They just put up another $1,200 to win modified show. Might be a good place to go shake it down again before the Troutman Memorial Race, which really wouldn't hurt. But you know, we'll see what happens here. So once again, thank you for watching the video. We really appreciate it. You know, thank you to everybody. I've had a extreme amount of people come up to us at the tracks and, you know, introduce themselves and want to talk to me and talk to the crew, and that's awesome. I mean, if you see us, say hi, you know, tell us you watch our videos. At least we know people are watching them and paying attention. So you know, we like to talk, and once again, share this, you know, share the channel, tell people about it, tell your friends, family, whoever. We are at 404 subscribers, and we need 1,000. We need 1,000 subscribers. We're at 404. We're at around 1,500 hours of watch time. We need 4,000. That seems like a lot. It's really not. All that is when a video comes out, just leave it play the whole way through. If you just watch part of it, say you watch 2 minutes of it, that's all the more we get. So just leave the video play the whole way through, and that way we get credit for it. So once again, thank you. We appreciate it. We appreciate all of our fans, you know, family, friends, crew, the extreme amount from the crew, and sponsors. Sponsors have been huge this year. So without them, we couldn't do this, and without the fans, we wouldn't be racing. So once again, thank you, and we'll see you in the next one.